you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. I have read if you will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. No prayer too small. God hears them all.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I'm going to share something with you. Let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. You tried lifting your lid. The enormous weight upon the lid prevents you from opening it. You try banging on the lid to unsettle the dirt. Maybe somebody will dig their way down towards you and help you out of that coffin. That is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn. In reality, there are people standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind while you're abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you might overdose and take something away that God had given you called life? And if that's not selfish enough, you're taking the life away from people that love and count on you most. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, and grandchildren. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be like the person that I just spoke about, that waited and waited and waited until it was too late to get help. Instead, pick up the phone and call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise you I will help take your life back. I promise you, Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741 or www.odysseyconsultant.org will also help take your life back. Call Larry Geis, Addiction Recovery Coach, Life Coach, at 516-458-2741. 7 good reasons to give back. According to Giving USA Foundation, charitable giving in the United States reached an estimated $295 billion in 2006, a new record. The record-setting donations included $1.9 billion from Warren Buffett, paid as the first installment of a 20-year pledge of $30 billion to 4 different foundations. But you don't have to be rich to make a difference. Millions of ordinary Americans like you and me, people who pass you on the street every day, also gave to charity for the sake of making the world a better place. $1 at a time. Whatever or whether you donate money or your time, giving back is beneficial for all of us, and not just for the recipients. Research has shown that the old adage, it's better to give than to receive, is true after all. A Gallup survey of volunteering in the USA found that 52% of volunteers do it best because they like doing something useful to helping others. Another 38% said they enjoy doing volunteer work and feeling good about themselves. Besides feeling good about yourself for doing something for others, giving back is also good for your physical health. In a Canadian study, 85% of Ontario volunteers rated their health as good, compared to 79% of non-volunteers. Only 2% of volunteers reported poor health. 1/3 amount of non-volunteers reported the same as health status. Still, other studies have shown relationships between volunteering and increased self-esteem, with volunteers reporting both greater personal empowerment and better health. Doing for others may stimulate the release of endorphins, which has been linked to improved nervous and immune system functions also. Many people report high from volunteering, similar to good feelings that come from exercise. Others have found that volunteering can help fight depression. Others have found that it can also help build your self-esteem. Others also have found out it can help your moods. As more research is showing that people with fewer social contacts have shorter lifespans than people with wide social circles, regardless of race, income level, or other lifestyle facts. If you are lonely or you live in an area far away from friends and family, volunteer is one of the ways to build a social life and improve your emotional, physical health at the same time. Here are 7 reasons to volunteer. Develop new skills. Gaining skills, knowledge, and expertise are common side effects of volunteering. Giving to others your time brings interesting and challenging opportunities that might not come along otherwise. This experience can be added to your resume and could result in a better paying job in the future. Number 2, make social connections. Loneliness and boredom are common among retirees, students, and transplants to new city. Volunteering can relieve the sense of social isolation and help you feel empty hours in a whole new way. Number 3 is give back to your community, doing something for the community you live in and returning the favor to those who have helped you are strong motivators. Everyone, rich or poor, takes from society, and volunteering is one way to show a way of sense of appreciation. Number 4, develop and grow as a person. Volunteering is an excellent way to explore your likes and dislikes. If you're interested in a new career, volunteering is in the field first is to see if you actually like it. You may find totally unrelated field is much better fit for you, one you'd never consider if you hadn't volunteered in the first place. Number 5, gain a new perspective. Like life can be hard, and when you're feeling down, your problems can seem insurmountable. Volunteering can offer a whole new perspective. Seeing people who are worse off than you still hanging in there can help you see your life in a whole new light. Number 6, Know that you are needed. Feeling needed and appreciated are important. And if you're not getting that appreciation from your paid work or your home life, where things you are expected or taken for granted to do, then you might want to volunteer, and you will start seeing that people that you are volunteering for or with will appreciate you. Number 7 is boost that self-esteem. Many volunteers experience a sense of increased self-esteem and great self-worth. Helping others makes you feel good about yourself because you're doing something for someone that couldn't do it for themselves. That is a motivator to keep going. Research has shown that good feelings you experience with helping other people may just be as important as exercise and health diet. But to smile from a child or a thankful person that may be an elder, that shows you that you are really making a difference in someone's life. And that's the greatest feeling in the world. And that is what you should concentrate on each and every day, is to help other people. Give somebody a reason to smile. And the only way you could do that is by doing something for someone that can't do for themselves. And may God bless you.
but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there. Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. remember